to another episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. This episode we are doing a brand new edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Whacky. If this is your first time joining along this series, then that's good. Welcome. There's no need to listen to the other ones to understand this one. The premise is quite straightforward. We just look at some interesting and, let's say, unique items that can be purchased on Amazon and, see what customers think, give you my opinion on them, and we just kind of have a silly time as we get ready for bed and try to rest and relax. So, with that in mind, let's just jump right into it. So up first we have uranium ore, and now that I see it, I'm not quite sure if I had already included uranium ore in a past episode, but it's so wacky and weird that I'll go and do it again. So for the low, reasonable price of $39.95, you can buy a small amount of uranium ore, and it's pretty low on the radioactivity meter because of its small quantity. Now, if you are interested in uranium ore, you will be happy to know that it has pretty good reviews. It is a 4.1 out of 5 stars with over 1,300 ratings. I'm sure you have some questions about purchasing this particular product on Amazon, and I included some of the most frequently asked questions. Question number 1. If I opt for airmail, does it get delivered by Amazon Prime Air or CIA drones? The answer: neither. SpaceX took over the project, and you will see Falcon Light Rocket with ads, or the Pro version, no ads but extra fee, delivering it to your door and fly back to the base, saving you 75% of standard rocket delivery fee. Question number 2. I want to turn my pet iguana into a 400-foot tall kaiju with radioactive breath. How many should I buy? Answer: it won't work on your pet itself. Its children will have the mutations. So a very serious answer to a very serious question. And I have some reviews here that I'm going to read, and the first one is 5 out of 5 stars, titled Glowing Fun. Great for making things glow. I can see my organs now if I pull the sheets over my head. A second 5-star review reads, just received it, labeled at over 2,000 CPM, and my measurement of microsieverts per hour is consistent with this. Very good. P.S. I have a doctorate in EXP nuclear physics, but haven't been active in it for a few decades. It brought back nice memories. And we have a third 5-star review, which reads, I left this product next to my pet lizard. Unfortunately, now he's 350 feet tall and is currently destroying Tokyo, Japan. That that was a review from 2014, so. So if I had to classify uranium ore being sold on Amazon, I would say it's Whacky, not bad. Just Whacky, the place that you get your underwear and your toilet paper and your Prime TV entertainment is also delivering radioactive materials. Up next we have a home mushroom farm, and the brand is called Back to the Roots, and it is an organic mushroom farm. This product retails for $22.85 on Amazon, and the description reads, "You can grow your own fungus right at home and not in between your toes." Unfortunately, I did not include anything else, but now you know it exists. Up next, we have a cat butt tissue holder. Now, if I tell you a cat butt tissue holder, you might get different ideas. To be clear, this is basically a tissue holder with a black and white, like plastic cat. And you grab, your tissue paper by basically pulling it out of the cat's rectum. And this can be yours for $34.94. Description: this seems like the nicest thing to be plucked from a cat's rear since, well, ever. And who doesn't like to be stared down with peering, inquisitive eye each time they need to blow their nose? Now this for me is, I would initially categorize it as bad, but people that are buying this seem to really enjoy it, as it has a 4.6 out of 5 stars out of 300 plus reviews. One review here is 5 out of 5, and it reads, "It's perfect. My father hates it. He said it was the most disgusting gift he has ever received. Thank you." A second 5-star review from 2016. "This thing is fantastic. I got it from my sister, who is a teacher, for her birthday. Needless to say, it went to her classroom and has been a hit with the kids. She loved it. Fast shipping got it to my home in just 2 days. Tissue box fits well in the bottom, and the tissues come the rear." Yeah, I'll still go ahead and categorize it in the bad category, because it's a great gag gift maybe, but it's kind of unsettling to look at. But up next on the good, the bad, and the ugly, we have a wall decal of senior citizens in a golf cart. So for the low, reasonable price of $21.96, you can decorate your wall with a decal of senior citizens riding on a blue golf cart. What a deal. Some people decorated their walls with wallpaper, and others with art. You can make your home stand out by decorating it with a decal of senior citizens riding in a golf cart. Whacky, for sure. Whacky, Whacky, Whacky. Whacky, 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 Whacky. Up next we have a peanut butter and jelly of the month club. This pieces for, apparently, $468. Somehow. Description. If you've ever thought to yourself, spreading peanut butter and jelly on bread is too time-consuming, Amazon has the answer. I obviously copy-pasted the price wrong because it says here for just under $40 a month, you can enjoy gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwiches delivered straight to your door. So I don't know where I got the $468. Up next we have a bacon-scented mustache. $4 on Amazon. Description. Now you can smell bacon all day in peace. Its scent hidden in an inconspicuous piece of facial hair. Sure beats rubbing pig fat on your upper lip. Just so weird. It's the kind of thing where, let's say you're in a play, you're a middle schooler and you need a mustache for a play. Okay, I get it. You get a fake mustache. But a bacon-scented mustache so that you can go around the whole day smelling like grease is not my idea of a great day. Up next we have a dog dryer, which if you look at the picture, it's basically like placing the dog in a jumpsuit or something, and then the dryer connects to this hose that basically pushes hot air into this, and it kind of like contains all the air around the dog. So it's a very funny visual. I recommend you look at it. Retails for $39.95, and the description reads: having a dog dry itself all over your living room post-bath is rarely ideal. Fortunately, there's a bizarre blow-dryer suit out there that can help your pup from dripping all over the house. Up next, we have a Godzilla garden gnome. You were probably wondering when we were going to get to the Godzilla garden gnome, since I included it strategically in the title of this episode, because I knew it would catch your eye. I'm sure it did. This retails for $24.99. Let those pesky roving neighborhood gnomes know that they're not welcome. It actually has a 4.8 out of 5 stars and has over 1,700 reviews at this point. One of the questions included was, what size is this beautiful gator? And then the answer is, the Great Garden Gnome Massacre Godzilla T-Rex statue is 9 feet tall, I believe. Which I don't think that's true. Another question. A review, which was a 5-star review from 2017, reads as, perfect addition to a gnome collection. I bought this as a Christmas gift for my mom, who told me, quote, for the love of life, just don't buy me a gnome, end quote. When asked what she wanted for Christmas, she has a rather large gnome collection, because for whatever reason, my dad's family thinks she loves gnomes, when in reality, she hates them. Since she told me exactly what not to get her, I decided I most certainly had to buy a gnome. When I found this one, I knew it was perfect. She was very family in her living room to a hilarious massacre scene worth every penny. Then we have a 4-star review from 2014. I am a fan of Godzilla. I am not a fan of gnomes. This little garden sculpture is a win-win for me. Gardencilla is well made and expertly painted. I'm very pleased. Gnomes beware. For me, it's weird when I read reviews on anything and it'll be a glowing review. In this case, the review was, love the quality, great job painting it, super well executed, and yet the reviewer gave it a 4 out of 5. So I kind of wonder, well, you only had good things to say, why didn't you give the product a 5-star review if you enjoyed it so much? But, it's more of like a side note, an open-ended question that I'm posing out to the universe. But anyway, we continue. And up next we have dill pickle lip balm. Dill pickle lip balm. Dill pickle lip balm. Dill pickle lip balm. Bit of a tongue twister. This dill pickle lip balm can be yours for $11.95. Some people want their mouths to be minty fresh or sweetly scented, and others just want their lips to have the distinct flavor of something that might accompany a pastrami sandwich. Much to my dismay, this product actually only has just above a 3-star rating out of 66 ratings. And I included the full bullet point description because I thought it was just so funny to include. So I'll read it. It goes, pucker up, buttercup. This hilarious pickle gift is a lip smacker you won't be able to get enough of, and we're not jerking your chain. It's delicious. Sweet pickles are okay and all, but everyone knows that the dill is a real hero in the pickle world. Enjoy that delicious dill pickle flavor anytime, anywhere. Funny gift for pickle lovers. This standard size pickle lip balm comes in a green 4.5 gram tube, which features a happy pickle suggesting you pucker up. Made in the USA, encouraging dill pickle kisses everywhere. But then you go into the reviews, and the first one I have here is a 1-star review from 2018. I got this as a gift for a friend who loves dill pickles. Although it was spendy for a lip balm, it was the perfect gift. Until she opened and tried it. She said it tasted sweet. Others tried it, and the consensus was that it tasted like green apple, not dill pickle. What a huge embarrassment, disappointment, and waste of money. There is a 3-star review also from 2018 that kind of backs us up and says, can't really taste the pickle flavor, just like any other chapstick. So I think it's a wacky idea with poor execution, unfortunately, because I know several people that love dill pickle, and it seems like a good, silly idea as a gift, but unfortunately the reviews aren't backing up the big claims made by the dill pickle. Up next we have a Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. just as dumb and silly as you would ever imagine, and it can be yours for just over $11. Finally, you can indulge in everyone's lifelong desire of wearing pizza atop their head. Beware the sprinkled parmesan as you nod or shake your head. Some might mistake it for dandruff. Up next we have a baby mop. This can be yours for $30. It's never too early to teach your children about chores, as evidenced by this suit that lets your baby mop the house for you. Make your children work for their keep. After the birth of a child, there's always the temptation to say, yes, it's cute, but what can it do? Until recently, the answer was simply lie there and cry. But now babies can be put on the payroll, so to speak, almost as soon as they're born. Just dress your young one in baby mops and set him or her down on any hardwood or tile floor that needs cleaning. You may at first need to get things started by calling to the infant from across the room, but pretty soon they'll be doing it all by themselves. So I think in reality it's a very good idea, but probably poorly executed because, I don't know, I mean, I guess as a parent, do you really want your kid to essentially mop the floor and then just carry that dirt and grime along with them, and then they touch the mop, and now not only are they on the floor, but now they're also putting presumably things on the floor, on the mop, and then on their hands, and then in their mouth. You know, just for me personally, it doesn't seem like it would really do that well. Although I will say that it is pretty well reviewed. You know, like there are a couple 2 and 3 stars because they say it's a little too large, but then there are others that are 5 stars saying it's just right and, you know, works well. We have a couple more to go here. And up next we have Dancing with Cats. $13 on Amazon. If you truly love your pet, you'll do anything for them or with them, including interpretive dance, according to this book. Believe it or not, Dancing with Cats has a 4.5 stars review or rating on Amazon, and there are close to, if not more than 150 ratings. One 5-star review reads, "My cat was never a dancer, an artist, yes, a rapper, of course, but a dancer, she would have none of that. I read this book to my cat every night for 1 year. She cried through most of it. She still won't dance with me." Another 5-star review reads, "As a book, Dancing with Cats is very professional, with strong writing, an excellent selection of testimonials, and great photographs. As a novelty, it is the most ridiculous, far-flung piece of visual and written art I have ever had the pleasure of experiencing." Although cat dancers themselves will likely praise this book as an excellent description of the pastime, others will relish the absurdity of the images and quotes for many laughing fits to come. Dancing with Cats is definitely a net good because it's a wacky idea that if you're serious, you'll love it, and if you want to treat it as a joke, it's the best of both worlds as far as I'm concerned. $8.99. Nothing quite relieves stress like popping a cute little emoji face bean out of a pod, right? It's got over 4 stars out of 5 and 275 plus ratings. Here's the description. Endless fun. Squeeze the bean out over and over again when you get stressed or bored and kill time, especially in a dull meeting. Funny design. The pea in the middle of the pod has a very cute facial expression. Break habits. Stop rolling fingers, spinning pen, and biting or picking your nails. Just squeeze the bean and break those bad habits. As if squeezing a bean is a great habit in it of itself. Up next will be a great one for the cat lovers one more time. It's a cat carrier dress. So you can carry your cat anywhere you go for $17 on Amazon. Bringing your cat around in a plastic carrier is so passé. If you need to keep your cat closer, you can always opt for this dress with a cat pouch instead. So, there you go, another option for the cat lovers. I have enough experience with cats to know that for the vast majority of cats, if you try to place them inside a pouch against their will, they won't do it. Now, if you have an empty box, like a carton box, that you don't want them to jump into, they will inevitably jump in there and spend 7 days in a row there. They will make it their personal residence. The moment you decide that you're going to leave the carton box so that they can continue playing with it is the day they will stop playing with it. So just keep that in mind. So if you're expecting your cat to jump into the pouch because you bought a $17 dress from Amazon, then I think you are being a bit naive. So we have at least 2 more here, and we start with just bad and wacky, which is a fish pencil case. Under $4, so at least it's a great price. Not every kid is eager to go to school with a Hello Kitty pencil case. Sometimes you just want to stick your writing instruments into the belly of a very realistic looking fish. And let's see here. I guess we can stop here after this one, because this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to just get a cold drink and just take a break. And it is a dog wig. A wig for your dog. And in the picture on the listing, they have a scared looking chihuahua with a blonde, like Barbie doll wig. It cost about $10 on Amazon. Dogs deserve to feel every bit as stylish as their human counterparts, and fortunately, this wig can help them achieve that goal. It has a 4 out of 5 star rating with over 35 ratings. One 5-star review from 2017 reads, "Yas, Queen. This is probably one of the best items I've ever bought. My little Xolo Anubis and I love Lady Gaga, so this Halloween she embodied her Joanne/perfect illusion look. Obviously, it didn't stay on for long. It was just good for the pictures, but it was so worth it to me. Another 5-star review says, "This is adorable. My dog got it for her Halloween, and she keeps it on her head, which is very hard for my dog to do. Love it." Look, you know that I care for you. You know that if you do this, I'm not gonna stop caring for you. I'm not gonna shun you. I'm not gonna curse you out. I'm not gonna hate you. You know, I'm just not gonna do that. I love everyone. I really do, but placing a wig on top of a dog, I just have to question what you're doing and why. Like, that's $10 that could have gone. You could have fed a hungry child for $10. Instead, you're placing a piece of fabric on top of your dog, unsolicited, and they are inevitably going to bite it off or shake it off. So I really just wonder what you're doing buying a dog wig and really enjoying that. Anyway, look, that is the end of this Good, Bad, and Wacky and this episode of the podcast. If you want to ask me any questions, or if you want to make submissions for the next edition of the series, you can do so by emailing me at hello@sleepandrelaxasmr.com. That's all for this episode. Thanks as always for listening.